And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we do get into today's video, as always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. So I hope you guys are all okay. We got a lot to go through in today's video, as you can tell by the title. Celtic staff amazed by unbelievable signing in training at Lennoxtown. Look, we'll discuss who that player is in just a moment, but of course, it is game day today, our first Champions League game of the season. Very much looking forward to that one tonight, 8 PM kickoff UK time. And it's going to be a good game, a good test, and hopefully we can transfer our domestic form into the European stage against Slovan and Bratislava, a team that I think we're more than capable of beating, a team I think we're favourites to beat really as well on paper. So hopefully we can transfer our form domestically to Europe tonight. But we'll find out what that result will be later on, of course. I've said my score prediction was 2-0, I think, or 2-1, I can't remember. I'm going to go for 2-0 though, keep another clean sheet, why not? But talking about fixtures and, you know, the new format of the Champions League, etc., etc. A lot of players have come out and basically slated the new kind of format of the Champions League and fixture congestion in general. We've seen it for the last probably 2 or 3 years now. I think Rafael Varane did it a few years ago. Some other players as well have mentioned how fixtures have gone pretty crazy. And the latest is Rodri of Manchester City, a player that is deemed as one of the best players in the world in his position. And he's actually a Ballon d'Or contender this season as well. But regardless of that, Rodri's basically said that the fixtures are too much for players currently right now. And our manager, Brendan Rodgers, has come out and spoke about his words and basically gave his thoughts on the current fixtures and stuff like that as well. So Rodgers said, it's something that I've mentioned before. You could be looking to a 12-month season. You're looking at all these club games plus international games. I totally understand where Rodri is coming from, but it's not about the amount of games, it's about the quality. When you're tired, the first thing is to go is the technical ability, and what we always want the best product for our supporters. Every footballer loves to play, they love to train, but they want to be at their best as often as they can be. It's a natural concern, I totally get it. So I can understand the argument Rodri's making. I know the new Champions League format adds 2 more games to the season, and when you are a player of his caliber as well, you are playing a lot of international games. Of course, the man himself is Spanish. Spain won the Euros, so they were playing the most amount of games this last summer as well. So I understand where he's personally coming from, but of course this crazy amount of fixtures doesn't affect all players as well. Of course, the ones that don't play international football. But the other side of the argument is they're paid pretty handsomely to perform at the highest level very consistently, quite a lot of the time, and I think that's a good argument as well. He's paid about £300,000 a week, so you know, what's he arguing about? But it is a lot of strain on their body, and I can also understand where he's coming from. But of course, a lot of the Premier League clubs, for example, don't help themselves as well. If you look at Newcastle last season, they went to bloody Australia after their season concluded to play more games. So you know, you have to look at the clubs as well. They are, you know, doing this to their players as well. It's not just, you know, the people that are scheduling fixtures in the Champions League, International and Premier League. The clubs themselves are putting themselves in these situations as well, in Newcastle's sense, in Newcastle's thing as well. So, you know, I understand both sides of the thing. What are your thoughts on the fixture congestion? I mean, we spoke yesterday about how the 2 extra games in the Champions League does help Celtic as a football club, because it's more money for us, more money generated, therefore more money we can spend in the transfer market on better players. We spoke out yesterday about £77.2 million now in the bank. We are a very wealthy club right now, which is awesome to see. So yeah, this does help the club financially as well, but of course the players may have a different view because they're the ones performing week in, week out. As a supporter, watching your team play more regularly is a great feeling, of course. You want to see your team play. So I'm happy with more fixtures, to be honest with you, but I guess the players' point of view is completely different to the fans and maybe the club who are trying to generate more money. But let's get into the main story of today's video, because of course that's why you guys are here. So speaking exclusively to Football Insider, ex-Celtic striker Frank McAvenny was full of praise for Arnie Engels and says he has to fight for his place in the team to be in the squad more consistently. He said he's only 21 years old. I think Brendan Rodgers is the right man to coach him further. I really do. From what I've seen so far, he's looked superb. Rodgers will be looking after him. He'll be getting a lot more game time and will only gain knowledge from the likes of McGregor and Hatate around him. So that's what Frank McAvenny's had to say with regards to Arnie Engels. But it's also been revealed that coaches around Lennoxtown have been amazed by how unbelievable this player looks as well. Apparently he's amazed a lot of the coaches around the training centre. He looks like a superb player, which is awesome to hear. Arnie Engels, of course, scored his first goal for the club already. Regardless if in a penalty spot, he had a great game. Very happy with his performances so far. It looks like a very good replacement for Matt O'Reilly. Of course, a lot of us were worried about who we can get in to replace him. Look, still not saying he's better than Matt O'Reilly, nowhere near as good as Matt O'Reilly. Definitely good recruitment by the club. Right now, it looks that way. There's a lot of money, yeah, it's our record-breaking transfer fee spent on a player, but as things stand right now, all signs point towards it being a successful signing. So yeah, very happy with Arnie Engels so far. Let me know your thoughts on him right now. What do you make of his start to his Celtic career? Of course, I love the fact that there's a lot of competition around for places right now. Trusty, of course, is in around the squad. Val's around the squad as well, Alex Val, and of course Engels, and they are all fighting for a place in their respective positions, which is what we wanted for so many years now, to have competition in certain areas of the park. We've seen the improvement already to the likes of Scales and Greg Taylor, knowing in the back of their mind there's a player right there behind them that can replace them like that. So definitely helps the competition. It's helped at the start of the season, I think, as well. Unbeaten right now, yet to concede a goal in the league. Superb start for Celtic, and hopefully we can carry that form on to tonight and try and get another 3 points on a different board on the Champions League in the group stage. Looking forward to it. Group stage, league phase, same thing. But yeah, hopefully we can get our first win in a opening European game for bloody a long time now. So yeah, looking forward to tonight's match. Let me know your score predictions for tonight's game, of course. If you've yet not already, mine is 2-0. I think another clean sheet is a must. Who do you think will start as well? Do you think Trusty might come in? Do you think Alex will come in? Do you think Engels will start? There's so many different variables you can play. Do you think Ida might come in and be the lone striker? Do you think, so many different variables to really question what Rodgers might do. Obviously, of course, he has to rest players as well. He might have a set players for the Champions League fixtures and maybe a different team for the domestic fixtures. We'll find out tonight, I suppose. But yeah, drop a like on the video if you're not yet already. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more Celtic content, of course. And yeah, thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.